listen closely. The world you know is changing. The rivers still run, the wind still whispers, but something has shifted. The elders of the Apache spoke of a time when innocence would fade, when hearts would grow blind to truth and beauty. They told a story, a prophecy of a deer born without eyes. Not a creature of cruelty, but a mirror, a reflection of humanity itself. When the deer cannot see, neither can we. The songs of the earth fall silent. The wisdom of the ancestors drifts away like smoke. Yet even in this shadow there is hope. For the elders said, when compassion returns, the deer will see again, and the world will awaken. This is not just a warning. It is a call to the heart. Prepare yourself, and listen to the prophecy of the deer without eyes. There was a time, the elders said, when the world saw clearly. When hearts were open and eyes were unclouded. When every river, every mountain, every tree told a story. A story of truth, of beauty, of balance. But the elders warned that the age of forgetting would come. That a time would arise when innocence would fade. When vision would no longer be granted freely. And the world would stumble, blind to what matters most. They told a story, a prophecy, that has been passed from mouth to mouth, from mother to child, from fire to fire. The story of the deer without eyes. They said, there will come a day when a deer is born without eyes. A creature of the forest, blind from the very moment it opens its mouth to cry. And its blindness is not merely of the body, but of the heart, and of the world itself. This deer, the elders whispered, is a mirror, a reflection of humanity. For when the deer cannot see, then the people cannot see either. Not the light, not the sun, but the truth. Not the beauty, not the song of birds, but the conscience, the compassion, the clarity of spirit. In that time, men and women would walk, yet remain blind. They would hear, but not listen. They would speak, but not understand. And they would touch, but never feel. The deer without eyes wanders, through the forests, through the plains, through the cities of man, and everywhere it goes, it leaves a silence in its wake. Not a silence of peace, but a silence of forgetting. A world that no longer recognizes what is sacred, what is true, what is good. The elders said, when the deer is born, look closely, for it carries the state of all hearts. It carries the weight of forgotten kindness, of neglected gratitude, of love traded for convenience, of truth replaced with illusion. The deer without eyes sees nothing, yet teaches everything. It reminds us that vision is not merely physical, that seeing the world requires more than looking. It requires listening, and feeling, and understanding. They said, when the people are blind, the deer cannot find its way. And when the deer cannot find its way, the earth itself grows uncertain. Rivers falter. Mountains seem less certain. The wind carries only whispers, not the guidance it once gave. And in the cities, the people stumble over shadows, thinking them real, while truth slips quietly by. The elders told of a great sorrow, a mourning that spreads silently, like mist over the hills at dawn, a sadness not born of loss, but of blindness, not of grief, but of forgetting. And yet, even in this darkness, there is hope. For the deer, they said, will see again, not on its own, not by magic, but when the people remember, when hearts open, when compassion returns. The elders said, pray for the deer, pray for those without sight, pray for the world that has wandered. They spoke of 4 gifts that awaken the eye. Wisdom to recognize what is true, kindness to honor what is sacred, patience to understand what is hidden, compassion to feel what is unseen, When these gifts rise, even the blind deer will see, and the world, even for a moment, will remember what it has forgotten. The elders said, "Do not fear the darkness of the eye, but fear the darkness of the heart. For when hearts are dark, even the brightest light is invisible. Even the loudest song falls unheard. Even the gentlest touch goes unnoticed. And so the deer wanders, not alone, but with all of us. Its blindness is ours, its suffering ours, its journey a reflection of our own forgetting." The elders warned, "See beyond what the eye can hold. See with your heart. See with your mind. See with your spirit. For only then can the deer find its path, and only then can humanity remember the way back to itself." They said, "When compassion returns, the deer sees. When empathy awakens, the world awakens. When gratitude blooms, the soul remembers." It is a warning, yes, but also a promise that even in the age of blindness, the eyes of truth can open. Even in the age of forgetting, memory can return. Even in the age of despair, hope endures. And so the prophecy flows through the wind, through the trees, through the mountains, and across the rivers, carried by those who remember. Hear it, listen to it, let it reach your heart, as if the Great Spirit whispers directly to your soul. For the deer without eyes is not simply a creature of sorrow. It is a teacher, a mirror, a guide, a reminder that the gift of vision is never ours alone. It must be shared, nurtured, and honored. The elders said, "When the people pray, when hearts open, when gratitude returns, the deer will see again, and the world, even for a fleeting moment, will remember beauty. It will remember truth. It will remember the sacred balance of life." They said, "Teach the children to see. Teach the young to feel. Teach all to remember. Because the age of the blind deer is not only a warning, it is an awakening, a call to the heart, a chance to return to the path of light. And when the deer sees again, the rivers will sing, the winds will guide, the trees will whisper, and the earth will breathe freely." The elders remind us, even if eyes are closed, the heart can still open. Even if the world seems dark, light endures. Even if we forget, memory returns through love. So hear this prophecy, not with fear, but with reverence, not with despair, but with hope, not as an end, but as a beginning. The deer without eyes walks among us still. Its silence is loud. Its presence is felt. Its message is clear. Open your hearts. Return to compassion. See again. And when we do, the prophecy is fulfilled. The deer sees. The people see. The world remembers what it once knew. The vision of the elders endures. The prophecy lives, and the gift of sight is never truly lost. As long as hearts remain awake, walk in compassion, walk in truth, walk in light. Thank you for walking this path with us, for listening with your heart, and for remembering what the elders have shared. May the wisdom of the Apache and the message of the deer without eyes guide your steps, open your heart, and awaken the light within. If this prophecy touched you, share it with others, so the message of compassion, truth, and vision may reach far and wide. Like, comment, and subscribe, not just to follow another story, but to become part of a circle, a gathering of souls seeking light, wisdom, and renewal. May the Great Spirit watch over you. May your heart remain open, and may your eyes and your soul always remember to see. Thank you, and walk in light.